Good morning, guys. This is Lolit M TV. Today's lessons that I'm going to share with you is all about rounding off numbers. Rounding off numbers to the nearest tens, hundreds, and thousands. Okay, the first thing that you are going to do is, since the first examples that I have is rounding off numbers to the nearest tens. So the first thing that you are going to do is, you are going to look at the digits at the tens place. Okay? Look at the digits at the tens place. Underline the tens place. And the second thing that you are going to do is, you are going to look at the numbers at the right side of the tens place. Okay, so the first example there is 51, 52, 53, and 54. So the numbers at the tens place is 5. Now, if you are going to look at the numbers at the right side of the tens place, we have there 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? And on the other side, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So just remember that if the number at the right side of the numbers to be rounded up, okay? Say for example, we are rounding on the tens, okay? Now, if the numbers at the right side of the tens place are 1, 2, 3, and 4, again, I will repeat, if the numbers at the right side of the tens place and even on the hundreds place or even at the thousand place or whatsoever, if the numbers at the right side of the numbers to be rounded off are 1, 2, 3, and 4, what you're going to do is you are going to keep the number at the tens place. So if you're going to look at it, 5 remains 5 if you are going to round it up. So you will not add anything to the numbers that you are going to round off if it is 1, 2, 3, and 4 at the right side of it. Now, if you are going to see the next column, you have there 55, 56, 57, 58, and 59. So, the tens place there is 5. And the numbers at the right side of the tens place are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you are going to see the second examples, you will notice that the tens place are being added by 1. It increased by 1. So what happened? It's because if the numbers at the right side of the tens place is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you are going to add 1 to the tens place. Okay? And after add ones to the tens place, okay, replace all the numbers at the right side by 0. Same way with the numbers here on the first column. If the numbers at the right side is 1, 2, 3, and 4, just keep the number at the tens place. You will not add anything. And then replace the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 by 0 also. So if you are rounding off numbers, the remaining digits at the right side, you have to replace it by all zeros. Okay, so let us come now to the next sets of examples. Rounding off numbers at the hundreds place. Now, if you are going to see, okay, I have there examples. So again, the first thing that you are going to do is underline the numbers at the hundreds place. Okay, since we are rounding up numbers at the hundreds place. So underline so that you will not be mistaken. Underline the digits or underline the numbers at the hundreds place. And then after, same way with the first examples that I gave you, look at the numbers at the right side of the hundreds place. Again, if the numbers at the right side is 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay, just keep the numbers in the hundreds place. Okay, so if you are going to look at the second column, the numbers at the right side of the hundreds place are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What you are going to do is add 1 to the hundreds place, or add 1 to the numbers that you are going to round it off. Okay, so see 118, the number at the right side is 1. 625, the numbers at the right side is 2. 734, the number at the right side is 3. In the last number, the number at the right side of the hundreds place is 4. So, what I did is, I just kept the number in the hundreds place. I just copied it and replaced the numbers at the right side by all zeros. Okay, now look at the second column. The number at the right side of 1 is 5. The right side of the number of 8 is 6. And the next is 7. The next is 8. And the next is 9. So what happens to the numbers at the hundreds column? We add 1 to the hundreds column because the numbers at the right side are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it is very easy, guys. The same way that you are going to do with the thousand place, rounding up numbers in the thousand place. So I have here again another examples. Okay, so again, just to repeat, underline the thousand place first, and then after underlining the thousand place, look at the number at the right side of the numbers that you are going to round it off. Okay, so the first column, you have there at the right side of 5 is 1, right side of 6 is 2, right side of 4 is 3, right side of 1 is 4. So what I did is, I just kept the number in the thousand place, or I just copied it and replaced the other digits at the right side by all zeros. Okay, now on the second column, you have there 6,573. Okay, so the thousand place there is are 6, 4, 3, 1, and 5. So underline it and then look at the number at the right side of the numbers that you are going to round it up. Okay, so besides 6, at the right side of 6, you have there 5. Right side of 4, you have there 6. Right side of 3, you have there 7. Right side of 1, you have there 8. And the right side of 9, you have there 9. So, as I explained to you before, if the number at the right side of the numbers that you are going to round it up are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you have to add 1 to the next digit. Add 1 to the numbers that you are going to round it up. So you see what happened to 6 in the thousand place, since 5 is just beside 6, so you add 1 to 6. So 6 plus 1, that makes 7. So at the right side of 4 is 6, so you add 1 to 4, so that makes 5. At the right side of 3, you have there 7, so you add 1 to 3, that makes 4. So the right side of 1 is 8. So add 1 to 1, so it becomes 2. And then at the right side of 5, it is 9. So we add 1 to 5, so that makes 6. And the rest of the numbers, the rest of the digits at the right side of the thousand place, replace it all by zeros. So that's it. So I hope you learned from the lessons that I gave you. Again, I will repeat, if the numbers at the right side of the numbers that you are going to round up is 1, 2, 3, and 4, just keep the numbers, okay, and replace the other number by zeros. If the numbers at the right side of the numbers that you are going to round off is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you are going to add 1 to the digits that you are going to round it off. So I hope the explanation is clear. If you have something to ask, don't hesitate. Just give your comments. Lolit MTV, my channel. Thank you so much for listening.